Hi, I'm Gary Foreman, editor of thedollarstretcher.com. I'm a former financial planner and purchasing manager. Today, we'd like to answer a question from a retired reader that came in on our Ask the Dollar Stretcher helpline. It goes like this. Baby boomer here. How can you get a spouse to stop spending money like he's still working? He buys things we don't need, like new gun, scope, fish aquarium, etc. And I'm trying to cut corners to keep from pulling money from emergency fund, which has dwindled quite a lot, from savings, the same, or overdrawing the checking account. Though I've told him about the finances, he says he's retired and can spend the money the way he wants. He earned it. Yes, we do have everything set up, i.e. health, life, IRAs, investments, house paid, etc. So how do I stop worrying about the money he's spending and get a good night's sleep? Thanks. It's unsigned. Well, we want unsigned to get a good night's sleep. We all need those. And actually what she's asking is more of a psychological and less of a financial question, I think. And though I'm not a psychologist, I have dealt with a lot of people's money over the years. So let's take a look at it. First, the psychology of it. It strikes me that, Kathy, you're not so much concerned about your husband's spending, but you're concerned about your security. You want to make sure that you don't end up living on the street and run out of money before you pass away. And I understand that. That makes perfect sense. Hubby, on the other hand, looks at it that he's worked for 50 years. He paid for a house, raised kids, did all the things he was supposed to. Now he's crossed the finish line and he feels that he deserves a bit of a reward. And that too is understandable. So there appears to be a conflict in goals. And since you're the one paying the bills each month and looking at the checkbook, you're the one that's kind of stuck with the consequences. So what can you do? I like to apply a thought that I was talking about with a CFP by the name of Kirk Kinder just recently. He talks about behaviors versus beliefs. Let's see how it works. If we redefine the goals and find out that you want to have enough money for the rest of your life and hubby wants to be rewarded for all of his hard work. Now, those two goals may not be as contradictory as spending versus not spending. So let's see how you can possibly make these goals work together. First, the main thing is that you already have your house paid for. And that's a big drag for many retirees. That's about 30% of your budget already set up. So I suggest that you do a little financial planning. You need to determine how much money you'll need to cover your regular bills, food, insurance, taxes, etc. You need to figure out where that money will come from, Social Security, distributions from your IRA, from your investments. You'll need to do a calculation to see if your retirement accounts can generate that level of income on a regular basis. Now, you can do it yourself. We recommend financesavvy.com, and we'll provide a link to that down below. Or you can talk to a financial planner, and they can work you through the math. Now, once you have that data, I'd suggest that you discuss it with your husband. Depending on what you find, you may find that that you have plenty enough to generate the income you need, and that he can go buy his gun and aquarium, and it shouldn't bother you anymore because you'll have the security of knowing that you're always going to have enough money to stay in your home or living arrangements that's acceptable to you. On the other hand, if you find out that you don't have enough money to provide that income, well, maybe your husband will be willing to cut back on purchases. After all, there's only so many guns and aquariums you can buy before you run out of room in your house. And so he may decide, okay, it's a phase he'll go through. And after that, knowing that you need security, he'll stop spending naturally. It could be that you can't come to an agreement. In that case, I'd suggest that you talk to a financial planner, have him act as kind of a mediator where he can go through the math and the calculations with both you and your husband, explain what your options are, and help guide you to an answer that's acceptable to both of you. In either case, I hope both you and your husband have a long and happy retirement together.